Hey, hello, Math One Focus guys. This is going to be the second video on proportions, and proportions will be the second chapter next year in the seventh grade, and then percents is going to be the third chapter next year in seventh grade. So this is a real good review, a real good to help you be successful next year. So really encourage you to try hard. So here, I call this. Remember, a proportion's when a fraction equals a fraction. Now this is going to be door number 2. Remember, you always try to do door number 1 first. That's when they're easy, and you just weasel. Now if you can't do it easy, then you want to do door number 2, which is reduce, then weasel. And so here, I'll show you what I mean. I can't get from 6 to 18, or 6 to 15, I can't get from 6 to 10, so I can't do door number 1. But what can I do? Well, I can reduce this fraction. What does 6/10 reduce to? Well, I can divide them both by 2. And I just encourage you to show that work. That's not very much to show. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 10 divided by 2 is 5. And the right side stays the same. So if I can't do door number 1, I can ask yourself, can you reduce it? And just rewrite the proportion with where you reduce the fraction that you could. Now can I do door number 1? Can I go from 3 to 15? Yeah, that's just times 5, so this is times 5. So m equals 25, and so I can write 6 over 10 equals 15 over 25. This reduces to 3/5, and this reduces to 3/5. If you criss, you get 150. If you cross, you get 150. 150 equals 150. If you use a calculator, 6 divided by 10 is 6/10, and 15 divided by 20 is going to be 6/10. Anyways, I'm right, and I know I'm right. Anyways, so that's what we're doing here. So number 2, I'd like you to hit pause and do it. And if you don't know how to do it still, you need to see one more example, then don't hit pause. But anyways, here we go. I can divide both these by 4. And that becomes 2 over 3 equals 10 over m. And now I can go that's just times 5. So that's times 5. And so m equals 15. And so I can write 8 over 12 equals 10 over 15. This fraction reduces to 2/3. This fraction reduces to 2/3. I know they're right. 120 equals 120. Criss equals cross. That'll be door number 3 when we show it. So hopefully you got it now. Number 3. Hit pause, copy, and do it. I'm going to divide both these by 3. So that's 5 over 6 equals 25 over m. And then this is just going to be times 5. So this is times 5. So m equals 30. Now I'm just going to write it. 15 over 18 equals 25 over 30. This reduces to 5/6. And this is going to reduce to 5/6. So I'm right, and I know I'm right. Number 4. Copy and go. Hit pause. You should have an idea now. I'm going to divide both these by 7. This is where times tables is so important. If you don't know your times tables, I'm going to have to change this. I'm going to have to call this 15 over m, right? Let's change that. Otherwise, this wasn't going to be friendly. So go back here and change this to 15 over m. So this was times 5, so times 5. So m equals 20. So 21 over 28 equals 15 over 20. They both reduce to 3/4. So sorry I messed up on that one. So here, copy and go, hit pause. I can divide both these by 5. This is 7 over 8 equals 21 over m. And now I can see door number 1, this is just going to be times 3. So times 3. So m equals 24. 35 over 40 equals, is the same thing as 21 over 24. They both reduce to 7/8. This is 7/8 and that's 7/8. I can divide both these by 5. I can divide both these by 3. Number 6. So copy and go. I can divide both these by 5. This is 4 over 5 equals m over 35. And now I can see it. Oh, that's just times 7. So times 7. M equals 28. 20 over 25 equals 28 over 35. This reduces to 4/5. Divide by 5, divide by 5. This reduces to 4/5. Divide by 7, divide by 7. I'm right, and I know I'm right. Okay, last 3 here. These are smaller numbers here, all right? Let's nail it. Copy and go. I can't get from 4 to 10. I can reduce. Divide by 2, divide by 2. This is 2 over 3 equals 10 over m. And now you can see it. Oh, that's just times 5 times 5. M equals 15. 4 over 6 equals 10 over 15. They both reduce to 2/3. Divide by 2, divide by 2. Divide by 5, divide by 5. 60 equals 60. Criss equals cross. That'll be door number 3. Number 8 here. Copy and go. Hit pause. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. 3 over 4 equals 21 over m. And then it's just times 7. So times 7. M equals 28. 9 over 12 is the same thing as 21 over 28. This reduces to 3/4. This reduces to 3/4. Remember, proportions when a fraction equals a fraction. Try and find the number that makes that true. And last one here, number 9 for this video. Copy and go. You can do this. I can't do door number 1. I can't just weasel. But can I reduce this? Yeah. I can divide by 2. I can divide by 2. That's 3/4 equals m over 20. Oh, well that's just times 5. So that's times 5. M equals 15. So 6 over 8 equals 15 over 20, because this reduces to 3/4 and this reduces to 3/4. 3/4 equals 3/4. So I'm right and I know I'm right. So anyways, there was how to do door number 2. Remember, you always try to do door number 1 first. If you can't, then you try door number 2. The next video will be door number 3. All right?